Let's
First and
describe
foremost,
your solidarity outfit.
well, I have which is something that I keep I have a little treasure chest in my bedroom, and I have this shirt and this headband just for this occasion. I'm a huge supporter of the LGBT community. I've sucked dick myself.
Supporter.
Yeah,
That's a supporter.
yeah.
It's pretty
And,
supportive.
It's pretty supportive,
of you.
Pretty supportive.
actually.
Yeah.
And I only did it for them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't
Was
want
it
to
for
do
yourself?
For,
Was it
in
yourself?
solidarity.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I knew that I was gonna. But anyway, so 49 people passed in Orlando, and a man went into a nightclub, Pulse nightclub. Although, did you ever? I want to go to Pulse. Even like, would you go? I think I would go.
Like
You mean
now?
after?
After?
Yeah. Like if I'm in Orlando next time, I'm gonna go to Pulse.
Probably to pay respects.
No, that and also just to dance.
Oh,
It looks
well.
like a fun time.
I mean, that's sort of what the other nightclubs did. They didn't close the day afterwards. They were like, no, we stand strong. We're not afraid, and we're going to continue to celebrate our lifestyle. So, is that what you had in mind?
Exactly. That's exactly what I had in mind, and
But that's always the debate. Like what happened with 9/11. Do you build anything on top of Ground Zero, or do you keep it as just sort of a a monument in memory of, right? Remember when that was the whole issue? So a place like Pulse, it's like it's hard to find. I mean, obviously they would have to close down, or would they have to close
well,
down?
they've been around for a very long time, so I just think that they should keep going. Just as a symbol, keep going. And I also, how about this? Stop using, and I'm saying this to Christians, stop calling gay people abominations, because I think that has a lot to do with just people's psyche and toward gay people or the community. It's just a really fucked up way to describe another human being as an abomination. They were born, gay. It's not a choice. Everyone fucking knows that, right? So it's like, I just think that like we have to, as a nation, change our rhetoric. And I say things to my friends. Like I've told Eric Griffin a lot of things. I've called him the N-word.
Sure.
The
I've
F
called
word.
them the F-word. But that's out of funsies. I do it out of fun. Also, you're playing Destiny. You get
It's your boys. You're
yeah,
just
you
hanging
get
out.
emotional and you say things. We're comedians, but in a political arena and also in any kind of religious context, you should never use the word abomination. It's ridiculous, and we got to stop that. And it's a tragedy what happened. It's undescribable how I feel. I'm not even kidding. It's really, I feel the same way as I did for 9/11.
Of course you would. It's
A shock.
Yeah.
What's crazy is the hate that people come out with on Twitter. I was so shocked to see people go like, I'm glad this happened.
Who said that?
Exactly. I didn't think people would.
Westboro.
Of course them, but they're like a fun group.
But there's some people, just regular people. I did not realize they had that much hate where they would
They
be
say that?
emoji
Of
cons
course.
with like laughy face. Like at least the gays died. It's like, what are you
Are
doing?
you surprised, Bobby?
Ooh, I've never seen anything.
I will,
Show it to
I'll
me.
pull it up. Keep talking.
Pull
I'll
me
it
some.
up.
Yeah.
Of course,
I'll pull
I
it up.
believe you, Gilbert. I
Pull
see
it up.
I even see it in comments on celebrities' Instagrams. If they posted a rainbow heart in solidarity, let's say for instance,
Yeah.
just read the comments underneath that. It's always 60-40. 40% are gonna say that this was deserved. That they
What?
start. Yes, it's pretty.
Because Dad Fan
fucking
posted
crazy.
something, and I put a little heart in there.
What was that?
It was him with a guitar, and there's like a rainbow flag in back of him.
So
you
you're
know-
trying to outdo him right now with your ensemble you're wearing?
No, because I'm not gonna post this on my Instagram.
I think you
and
should. It's very cute.
I know it's very cute, but I'm cute.
Fluorescent shirt with a rainbow bandana.
I understand that, but so DP posted something, and there was no negative.
He was positive.
He was very positive about it, but yeah, it's devastating. I want to know who the fuck is doing that shit.
Plenty of people. It's
Yeah.
very
How
easy
do
to
you
find.
live
I
with
think
yourself?
BuzzFeed blew it up, and all these people took their Twitters down. It was like, what?
But how do you live with yourself? Why would you feel that way? I mean, it's like I get it. All right, people would say, "Well, you live in Hollywood," and look at my agent. Some of my agents are gay, and whatever. You know what I mean? But I don't. It's not that. I've always believed that as a kid.
Now, do you believe that the gunman was in fact a closeted homosexual?
I do believe that. That's my opinion. Is that he was staking out this nightclub with his wife, but I think he deep down inside he targeted them because he has certain desires that he's suppressed because of his, I guess, religious background or because he was Afghani. I don't know why.
I
But
think.
I
He
think
was
that
gay himself, or wasn't he on like a
Well,
bunch of dating?
yeah,
apps?
Yeah,
yeah.
he was on dating apps, Grinder, and another one.
Yeah.
So it's like he was.
But
I
he
wanna
had been
suck-
to
I want to
polls.
suck. I want to suck. You know what I mean? I want to suck it. I can't
But nobody
because
wanted.
my God won't allow me. So I'm gonna kill them. I think that's what happened.
Whoa.
I can't have them, so I'll
Yeah,
kill
yeah,
them.
That was
Yeah,
really
yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
imagery.
That's what happened in his head.
I can't have them, so no one will.
Yeah, that's what it is. You know, it's kind of what Cersei's about to do in Game of Thrones.
Spoiler alert! Is this a spoiler alert?
It's not a
time?
spoiler alert. I just think that she's out of options, and she's gonna pull, some sort of ISIS
some
move.
crazy shit.
Yeah, some crazy shit.
Some crazy mom shit's about.
Yeah,
to go
yeah,
down.
yeah. Some
Yeah.
crazy things about to happen. But yeah, I just don't even know how we can even talk about. I mean, I don't.
There is nothing to talk about that isn't already a overly, said.
And how many?
Spoken about
how
subject.
emotional is Anderson Cooper? I mean,
Oh man.
God, every time I see him, that fool on
His
TV,
makes me want to cry.
tears are. It makes me want to cry. He writes a little, poems, and he reads people's poems, and he does this thing where he lists off the names, and he's about to burst into tears, and I want to cry with him. He's not gay.
Anderson Cooper. You're right.
Yeah.
Anderson,
He hasn't come out
Anderson
yet.
Cooper is
He
not
hasn't-
gay.
he hasn't
at
come
all.
Neither is Rachel Maddow.
Or
Neither is
Rachel
Maddow.
Maddow.
They haven't come out yet.
They're together
so,
actually.
Yeah.
They're a couple.
Have you seen an old picture of Rachel Maddow in high school?
She
No, it's
hot?
hot.
She was a blonde babe.
She was.
Totally
Look it up.
blonde babe.
Look it up for Papa. But I want to know. I want to know everything.
Oh, wow.
I still think she's an
Well, let me
attractive
see.
woman.
Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me
She's,
see it.
Not that bad.
Holy molo!
She's a Cali Beach babe.
Yeah,
She's a beach babe
bro.
right there.
Yeah.
I still find her very attractive now.
Well,
Like I like a little bit
she's
of
great. Great talent.
I like butchy lesbians. I think they're very attractive.
She looks like she scissors so hard that it starts a fire.
I also
That's
So
fire.
like making her afraid. Like, Rachel, do you want to bring anything to start a fire?
Yeah, nah.
I bring my
I-
legs.
Yeah, bring my legs.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Do lesbians really scissors as a way to pleasure themselves? It seems so not only
I've
just
seen it on
ineffective.
Pornhub.com.
Yeah, but I feel like it's just a gimmick. It's not really
seen it.
a way to pleasure each other.
Have you tried it?
You've done it with the pillow, correct?
No, it's like at some point something's gotta enter me. I think it's just like 69. The idea is fun, but it's not the best.
No, it is fun.
very
But here's
fun.
the thing: is that
It's very fun.
it's very fun.
My dick is getting sucked while there's a
Yeah.
vagina in my face.
Yeah, I used to scissors my cousins and stuff.
Oh God.
But
Used to ball slam each
no,
other.
but they're rubbing the outside. Yeah, we'd ball slam, but they're rubbing each other's clitorises through
Yeah.
the scissoring
Yeah.
process.
Yeah,
the
I mean,
clitoral
okay,
network is
I
stimulated.
understand that, but there's no specificity in the movement because, like, you can use your fingers with so much specificity versus just trying to maneuver your. It would be like I would just rather ride a pillow. It's the same fucking thing.
It's not
Exactly.
the same thing.
But the idea of put my pussy on another woman's pussy is hot, so I think it's more gimmicky than it is effective.
it's psychological.
Yeah,
I
it
think.
is psychological.
I think that when
Like, 'cause 69
gay
is not
men
fun.
say, I orgasm through anal sex, like the guys.
You can though.
I know, but I think it's psychological.
I've orgasmed through anal sex.
It's psychological.
Psychological. What does that mean, though? Psychological.
In your head, you're like, this is erotic, and that's just the thought of it makes you.
That doesn't make sense for men though, because you legit have a prostate. You can hit your prostate. You can milk it from the asshole.
What?
You always trying to milk us.
Yeah, that's not milk.
It's not milk.
Don't
No.
milk me.
You want your milk to fly out, don't you? You
Do
want
I?
that. You want jet propulsion. You want that to, to just fly out of your dick hole, don't you? That's milk.
No.
That's what your prostate
You know what? That doesn't
produces.
happen. Chocolate milk comes out of your butthole.
Some Nesquik. There's some Nesquik. Some Ovaltine coming
yeah,
out.
Ovaltine coming out.
Ovaltine's coming out.
Milo.
Milo.
Yeah.
Let's get Asian with it. It's Milo.
It's Milo, yeah.
Milo.
So, no, thank you. But
Thank you to chocolate milk.
But let's get back to real roots
Yeah.
and
The
talk
TV
about
show.
Orlando.
Do you
I've
guys
been
have
to Orlando.
a solution? Like, what would your solution be?
There is no solution. You know, I mean, the solution will never happen. You got to make it so that it's almost impossible to get a gun.
Mm-hmm.
You have to, but it's not going to happen in this country.
Yeah, I think
NRA,
this
baby.
particular case is a little bit special because people are trying to always place blame on just one thing. People will either say this is the fault of the Constitution, number one, or let's all place the blame on gun control, or let's all place the blame on radical Islam, or let's all place the blame on hatred for gay people, right? On bigotry. But I think that in this particular case, this guy had a perfect recipe of all five things. I think there is a chance that he was probably a closeted homosexual. He probably suffered from mental illness. It seems like, per his ex-wife's account of their relationship, he was abusive. He was very erratic in his behavior. So he probably suffered from mental illness. He probably was radicalized. Mm-hmm. On top of that, he had access to guns. So I think it's all of these things put together in this particular case that, led to, this magnitude of a mass killing. So it's not looking at just one thing. It's so many little things along the way with this person.
Well, in China, there are people that are mentally ill and they have tendencies for violence, maybe. But there was a train station where 7 guys stabbed a bunch of people. But it's very difficult to get a gun. It's very difficult to kill somebody with a knife. I mean, you can kill maybe 1 or 2, but 50? In terms of 50, there's no way. No. And in Japan, where there's like 4 deaths by guns a year, because of the fact that you can get a gun in Japan, but it's very difficult. You have to take classes, emotional therapy. You need to fill out a bunch of paperwork. You can get a shotgun, and
yeah, and that's my question too. It's like, at what point is it really necessary for anyone to bear an assault rifle? For a Glock or a handgun for protection and whatnot, that's one thing. I see that argument, but an assault rifle, if you're, for just because you want to support hobbyists, that seems a little bit extreme to me and unnecessary.
Mm-hmm. It's never going to change. It's not going to change, and there's
I
nothing
don't
we
want to
can do
believe
about
that. I want to believe that things
it. If
can
it didn't
change.
change after Sandy Hook, it's never going to change after Orlando.
So you're saying if the death of young children isn't going to change the system, nothing will.
I mean, they're the most vulnerable and creatures on the earth, or kids,
and innocent.
The innocence of it, and yet nothing changed. What do you think? 50, no offense, gay people, are, what I mean, especially gay people in a nightclub. That's gotta gain sympathy. Like you said, there's never been a single negative tweet about Sandy Hook. Like those kids deserved it. Or there's never been that. But now you're getting that so you're never gonna get sympathy.
Sure.
So it's not gonna change.
So
I hate to be negative.
You think that we're forever gonna be a losing society when it comes to, mass killings? And
I
things
believe
like
that this country should just be split apart.
Syukulugi mo kisalaman, fitang bukugani ay makabulong.